We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Oh, did the Jets miss this guy? Here's Bruce Hall. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll run with Hall. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And the defense closes quickly there. It will get maybe a yard to the 33. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. To the right here to Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Jets.
Back to the ground with Hall. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The All-Pro Micah Parsons there on the tackle. You look at this Cowboy defense. And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Now a man who's taken the reins with the Cowboys, it's Tony Pollard. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw in that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
Hey, kill! Everybody kill!
3rd and 1. Here's Prescott. That's dumped off to Pollard. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott. Left side to Lamb. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
The Cowboys had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
9 yards the pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Paul on a give up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
You look at this Cowboy defense, and they've been excellent against the pass. The number 6 unit in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
2nd and 10.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind to, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 43. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Looking to throw. Prescott. But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a collective.
Under pressure, they got him again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
3rd and long for Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Now Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. The crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now Rodgers. And he completes it to Wilson. And he's
he's going to be wrangled down quickly after the catch up at the 45-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
A lot to talk about when it comes to Garrett Wilson, the reigning Offensive Rookie of the Year. Last season, really embraced the wide receiver one role in New York. Broke Keyshawn Johnson's rookie record for yards, and one of the brightest young stars at his position lives up to that by getting another Jets first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's brought down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan. We're trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Rodgers. Throw out wide is incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Now throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. 3rd down and 6. Prescott from the gun. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field. And that brings up 4th.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And now where will the side judge stop this walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. look at the juke. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. And get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. To throw is Rodgers. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To throw is Prescott.
Throw is caught by Schoonmaker.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Touchdown! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes our score 17-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Xavier Gibson now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Taking on the midfield logo. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They run here with Rico Dowdle. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys! Rico Dowdle, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And quickly, they get to the line.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Back north.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Hall again.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but he falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Prescott. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hey, take 26.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And a completion to Wilson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating
what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Ball again on second down. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Hall again. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skills showing the power, but just not much room to operate. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner, and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
3rd and 3. Throw right side, Wilson. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Hall. They didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They'll run with Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall punching it in from a yard away. And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And they can thank their defense for this one. They were set up with a short field following the turnover, but they took care of business as well, working their way down and finishing with a strong run into the end zone for their first touchdown of the game.
Rodgers will throw for it. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll get this to the 32.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down at 7. Prescott to throw it. Able to hit his target, Lamb. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
Picked up by Jordan Whitehead.
And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Ball again on 2nd down.
And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play 3 quarters. Now it's Rodgers. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Straight ahead is Hall.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Going to throw right side here, complete.
And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out.
Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 50 yards.
Oh, man, disappointment that he couldn't finish that off in the end zone. What an effort there, doing all he can to get to the pylon, and he's going to wind up out of bounds just short. But a huge play there, going to set him up with 1st and goal from very short range.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Paul again. And this time he's not going anywhere. In fact, he'll lose yardage back to the 3.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. They'll look to run with Hall.
And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
They'll run left with Pollard. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Here we go, going to 54. Why is? Here we go, going to 54, going to 54. Why? Here we go, going to 54, going to 54. Why? Here we go, going to 53.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
We're going to 54. Why is?
It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
First down, Prescott. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Al Woods never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing, Prescott. That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt. 3-yard return, and the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. On the draw, it's Hall. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Following the interception, here's Prescott.
Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
We're going to 54. Why? We're going to 54. Going to 54. Why?
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
We're going to 53. We're going to 54. Why?
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
So they decline the holding penalty and will take the down instead, as that leads us to 4th.
Here's Brian Anger now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
This is 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
But they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Here's 2nd down.
In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. On first down, Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Throwing here, Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far as a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. They always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for him. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. Thank goodness. That means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line.
Go to 54, go to 54, wide eight. Then we're going to 53. Then we're going to 54, wide eight.
They'll run with Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Cowboys have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that pushes the lead up to 23.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because